What's up, AfterBuzz? Christian is here, and I am privileged of being joined by, and she's already rubbing my shoulder. It's just like the greatest day ever. WWE Diva Nikki Bella, how are you?
Hello, I am very good. Thank you for having me. I am privileged as well to be on AfterBuzz.
Oh, well, thank you. The pleasure is all ours.
Oh, well, thanks.
Now, let's get right into it. This Sunday, your sister, she's fighting your boss.
I know, right? Not very many people can say that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that not only just in the wrestling world, but in any business world, you can't say like, "Hey, I'm fighting my boss this Sunday, so you better watch."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you're, of course, I'm sure going to be in Bree's corner.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I hope they let me be out there. I want the best seat in the house for this. I mean, I want to be ringside. So
yeah.
As of now, I think I am going to be ringside. So I'm very excited. I feel like this summer, SummerSlam has two words to it, and that's Brie mode. And I think that's what this Sunday is going to be all about, is total Brie mode.
Mm-hmm. Now, she is your sister.
Yeah.
Is there just a little bit of jealousy that she's wrestling Stephanie and not you?
I mean, I think of course, I think it's very natural to feel that way. I mean, especially when you're the one that was getting beaten up for months, and it's like you want that payoff. Like, hey, as you murdered me every night, I want to come in and now beat you up.
Sure.
So, but would I want anyone else in that running besides Brie? Absolutely not. I'm very proud of Brie, and you know what? She had to quit for her husband, and she had a lot of months off with no pay. So it also, okay, you could come back and have the match as well. But of course, there's a little bit of where I'm like, I wish you were standing in my corner, and I wish I was taking the boss on. But I'm very proud of Brie too.
And I'm sure you're also naturally proud of your boyfriend, WWE.
Of course.
Now, I don't know if the people know, but your boyfriend is WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, he's in for the fight of his life this Sunday with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Now, they wrestled once before at Extreme Rules. And I'm sure you witnessed what has been his training regimen like. How is he training for this match differently than others?
It's funny because someone was asking me this earlier, and John's been training every day, and
sure.
I love going and working out with him because he makes me want to lift heavier. I watch him lift, and I'm like, how does a man lift that much and do it so many times in a row? It's really something to watch. But John, when he prepares for stuff like this, he keeps it very much to himself. Like even me being with him every day and being his woman, when he gets ready for stuff like this, it's very much John time, his alone time. But I've seen him very more serious than usual, which when you have an opponent like Brock, you have to be more serious. I think Brock is the toughest opponent you could have in the WWE. I mean, he's scary. He's a beast. He's like a gorilla. I mean, he's just so massive.
Yeah.
And he has that aura of he's just going to destroy whatever is in his sight. Plus, when you beat the Undertaker's streak, I mean, it's very nerve-wracking to get in the ring with that. But that's what makes me want John to beat him even more. But John's definitely, I've seen a more serious side of how he prepares, but he kind of just does it to himself. So I have no idea what he's going to be up to this Sunday, but I know he has a plan, and I always get so excited to see what ends up happening. But I'll admit, this time I'm nervous, and I have my nurse outfit, and if anything goes wrong, I'm going to be taking care of my man right after. And he's told me, whether he wins or loses, know that you're probably going to have to take care of me after the match. And I'm like, John, please be careful. But
is it wrong that now, for the first time, then I'm rooting for Lesnar if the nurse outfit's going to be taking effect? Is that weird?
Oh, shoot. So there's no nurse outfit.
Oh, God.
Nurse outfit only if John wins.
Okay.
How about that?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Go Cena. And also, next month, Total Divas is back.
It is back.
Third season. We do that show at AfterBuzz. We're big fans of the show as well.
Thank you for that.
And let me ask, now it's heading in its third season. Have you gotten used to the cameras following you even more now than they normally were, just on WWE Raw, SmackDown, Main Event, all those?
Yes, and I think sometimes that can get you into trouble because you forget that you're getting documented. And so either when you go into Brie mode, or you're having a fight with a sibling or a loved one, or you're talking shit, you're like, oh, you just got that, sick, great, well, oh well. So I'm definitely used to it by now, but you know what, that's what we sign up for. Hey, I'm gonna put my life out there, and I know I'm gonna get judged, and not everyone's gonna like me, not everyone's gonna love me, So here's Nikki Bella, here's the full thing. So you get a lot of realness season 3 because everyone is more comfortable, and so people are just letting it go. And it's going to be, I'm very excited to see this season, and I'm very excited for the world to see this season. I think it's going to be very, very good.
Is there just say like a random fact about you, some like odd hobby or something like that maybe we haven't seen on Total Divas that you're comfortable in sharing?
Well, how about that I'm a real estate agent?
Oh, that's right. You were going, work on your real estate license.
And I'm still selling homes on the side. So
when do you have time for that?
I don't have a lot of time for that, so it's made it very difficult, but I try. And it's funny because at least when I hear when the girls want to buy houses, I'm like, oh, well, you know what? You have someone right here.
Yeah.
And I know you're interested in California, so...
And you charge them double.
Yeah, right? Well, you'll see this season of someone that I'm showing houses to who tries to take all my commission away.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to turn to season 3 to see that.
It's a little tease right there.
Yeah. I was kind of like, whoa, wait. I'm putting in extra time here, not sleeping to find you listings, and then you want me to make no money? Like, it's set the personal stuff aside. When it comes to business, it's business. So.
With the way that you've recently been, wrestling, the last several months, we've actually seen a little bit of a change in your style. You were talking earlier about, Cena with all that he's lifting. You've kind of turned into like physically the most powerful diva. You're literally throwing the girls around the ring.
That's right.
What do you attribute to, the sudden more powerful side that we've seen recently? Has it just been more gym time? John turned into your personal trainer, or what is it?
Actually, yes. When I had rebroken my leg, or got a stress fracture, my tibia, and I was out for 5 months. When I was rehabbing it, and now John being in my life, John's like, you're missing the strength part. And I was like, well, I'm not someone who lifts weights. It's going to make me thick. And he's like, that's what everyone's misunderstanding about weights is. Everyone thinks they're going to be thick and bulky, of women.
Yep.
He's like, you will burn more fat and it will be better for your bones. And so him and his best friend, who's also his trainer, Rob McIntyre, they both took me in and they started to teach me Olympic lifting and CrossFit, and really showed how my bones could get stronger with this strength. And I fell in love with weightlifting. I was like, you know what? I want to do this. And being a competitive soccer player, I always knew that I could gain muscle very quickly. So all of a sudden, Rob was just like, oh my gosh, you're gaining muscle very quick. And it became like, how much can I squat now? Okay, my goal's 220 by this time. And I just fell in love with weightlifting. And that was, all because of John. And so when I was getting stronger and stronger, I was like, you know what? There's a new Nikki, and I want to bring it to the ring. And so every time I'd be squatting or doing split squat, I was imagining lifting girls over my head. And I started thinking of Beth Phoenix. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I love how Beth Phoenix was in the ring. I want to be that. And I never thought I could be someone like the Glamazon. And now I realize, like, I can. I can be someone like her. So she was always my motivation in my head as I was lifting weights and how I wanted to now be in the ring. And the more that I do weightlifting, the more that I look at these girls as like a barbell, and I'm like, I'm going to throw you up in the air, throw you around the ring just like that. So, and I realized that that's who I was always, like I always was, is I was that girl that was meant to be stronger, and it's made me more comfortable in the ring, and I finally have found, like, this is who Nikki Bella is. And I love it. I mean, there's something about lifting like a girl up, and it's almost like a max squat, and like putting her in a move. It's like, when I'm in that match, it's like not only am I like getting so turned on with the wrestling part, but then the lifting part, it's like when you like lift someone up and throw them, you're like, hell yeah. Like, it makes you feel really damn good. So
what is the max that you've lifted, like, in the gym? Like, what's the max you've gotten to?
My squat, before, I recently had to take some weight off because of my shins started getting bad again. Sure. But right before that, I was around 200 pounds.
Jeez, you can kick my ass.
Yeah, the best is, so John, I was doing an interview for Sports Illustrated, and I was like, I could squat him. And they're like, yeah, you probably can't even lift him on your shoulders. And so the other day in the room, I'm like, can I just try? So I was literally trying to put him in the rack attack. Hey, his feet were off the ground. Now, I didn't fully have him up yet, but I was like, one day I will. And that's like around 220, a little more. So I'm getting there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
So you think all this is going to earn you a Divas title shot soon?
I'm hoping. I want that championship so bad. And You know, the run I had before, it was just a week, and it wasn't even, I don't even call that a title run. But I just want to bring strength to that championship. I want it to bring like the power and the strength and make it something different. And I really want it. And, you know, after whatever happens after SummerSlam, I think it'd be so fun to work Paige.
I was just going to ask, who would you rather work, AJ or Paige?
I would love to work Paige. Just because I've never worked Paige before, and watching her in the ring, I'm very intrigued by her. And she's a great wrestler. She really is. And so I think Paige and I could have a lot of fun together.
Is there anyone besides Paige, past or present, that you've never had the chance to get in the ring with that you've always wanted to?
Lita. I would love to get in the ring with Lita. Lita would be awesome to work with. That would be someone I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's get Lita here. And you know what could happen? Hey, WrestleMania, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, people come in. I mean,
yeah, maybe Trish and Lita versus the Bella
Maria
Twins
came to WrestleMania,
right? Yeah.
So I don't know what about you getting in the ring with Maria at WrestleMania?
Well, you know, we've already seen Brie kind of kick her butt. Sorry, Maria. Brie really brought it to you, but you ended up pinning her in the end, so we'll give you that. But, you know, maybe we have Maria's guest ref, and maybe we do Trish and Lita versus the Bella Twins. How about that for WrestleMania?
That's kind of like a WrestleMania dream match there.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe something to see at a future WrestleMania. And, of course, we got Total Divas coming next month. And this Sunday, we'll be rooting on your sister.
It's all getting Brie mode.